What's going on, everybody? It's my workout video in the background. Actually, building the wreath, I had a ricochet already, and I was putting a brad nail in, and for some reason, when it hit, it skipped the wood and shot off. Thank God my hand wasn't there. But yeah, today's a birthday stream. I turned 46 today. I was born in 1980, which for most of us that's not a big deal, but for kids like my son, he's like, dude, I don't. What'd you guys do before the internet? Went outside. Wait, that's what we did. We actually played with our friends and went and did things. Is sound good? Picture good? Everything good? Let me know. It's like 900 degrees out. And I'm wearing jeans. Good? Nice. Hey, Bice. And Benners is here too. What's going on, guys? Gates. I'm doing a wreath. My video dropped earlier today. I'm actually building the same thing right now because I have to get a bunch of these done. So I guess you can see how I do it. But with you guys watching, it's not as... It's pretty simple. It's getting it to butt up correctly is the hard part. So it's... Watch the video, you'll see exactly how I do it. And then yesterday, I was telling you guys about the American flag plate. I don't know if I showed you guys, but that's the one I made. And as you can tell, like by a standard tape measure, like it's big. It's standard size. It's all maple. Everything's made out of maple. And this was my first one. So there were mistakes. You know, this was a little too big. I had to cut off the red on the bottom, which I'm not a fan. You could tell that it didn't really join up. You know, it was my first time doing something like this. This was actually my first build, period. This project was my first build in this house with this workshop. That was my first thing I made here. And it turned out well, I think. So, hey Razor, Eric's here. So I went on later than I was supposed to today because John from Not Your Average Woodworks had a stream, and I believe Highback is going live at 6. So I started a little late. I didn't want to overlap John's stream because we were discussing autistic behavioral issues and a very important subject with children today. So sorry I was late, but that is very important and I support that 100%. So what we're going to do is I'm probably going to finish this. We're going to work on the mallet, and then for my birthday I was thinking about going horizontally live later to do a giveaway for my birthday of something. I don't know. I think I was going to give away Val's address. So when I'm building these, you guys will see in the video, it's a lot easier than you think. Doing these cuts also I do on the miter saw. You could do them on you'll get a better edge if you do it on a table saw, but my table saw is buried. And this is a lot easier. And please watch the video if you haven't already. And I sell these for $35 around where I live. I sold 38 of them at $35 at the local craft fair by me last year. It's super simple, it's easy. It's just when you're doing an octagon, short of using pin nails or just keeping the glue up, sometimes it doesn't like this, tape works well. Sometimes I'll roll some tape across it. Because you got to remember, it's a Halloween project. It's not going into the Coliseum. So sometimes flaws in Halloween project, and that was something I learned over time, going to craft shows where I would try to perfect my projects, and I would get questions and answers out of the questionnaires. Because when I go to craft shows, I put a little suggestion box at the front of my booth with a piece of paper, and there's like a questionnaire on it, like, did you like the products? Is there anything you would like to see differently at the craft shows? Is there anything I could do differently with my projects that would make you otherwise want to buy one of them? And one of the biggest ones is sometimes they're too nice for Halloween. Just my Halloween builds. They're like, we want it to look kind of rustic and stuff. I would make sure that the paint was perfect. I would make sure that the finish was great. And so, like, we want it to be all dirty looking, and it's Halloween. It's not supposed to be a perfect project. So I'm going to glue these ends up, tape them, and then brad nail them. I'm going to let that set for a second. I don't have a bib. Probably should have one. The tape holds it better. The tape holds it on there better, so your end doesn't move when you're brad nailing. And it's important that you get your angle correctly. Oh, that's Teresa texting me. She's getting me Portillo's dinner for my birthday, which is, if you don't have a Portillo's, it's a hot dog and beef place in Chicago. So she's going to get me a beef sandwich. Now in the video, you'll see me doing the brad nails. I skipped the part because you guys know how to brad nail. I'm not going to explain to woodworkers how to do brad nailing. One thing I did find, though, is when I do the brad nailing, that sometimes the edges here, because you don't get a perfect edge every time, on the back, shoot a brad nail, a 1-inch brad nail, on an angle through the back, and it'll seam it together. You could see I did it there. I didn't have to do it on this one. And again, if it's correctly cut, you could turn it around and it'll look just as good too. So I know I'm not building furniture or mallets right now because this is my busy time of the year for Halloween. So a lot of my lives will be building the builds that you'll see my videos for. That would make sense, right? I'll let that set up a little bit. Make sure they're tight. And you can flip them around, you can change them up. But I actually saw, I'm trying to remember who it was, that did these tape ups. I almost want to say it was Ray, but I'm not 100% sure. But it works great. I do it now with everything. When I make my bucket staves, I made a bucket earlier. It's drying because I had a suggestion from somebody when I went to the craft show. They wanted me to make them a candy holder for Halloween trick-or-treaters because they usually go out with their kids, so they leave a bucket out front, and they wanted me to make them a spooky Halloween bucket, so I figured, yeah, no, not a problem. And thinking about making them and making a video on them because there's a lot of parents and a lot of adults even that just like to go out on Halloween. They don't like to be home, or they don't want to answer the door. Okay. And you know, the kids are still going to come by unless you don't have your light on, which you guys saw Big Daddy. Get it together. So one day of the year the kids can go out and have a free-for-all with candy. So leave a bucket out for them. I mean, you can put anything you want in there. So a friend of mine, every year we go to this guy's house for Halloween. It's the same event in a town that I grew up in. And we all take the kids trick-or-treating and everything like that. And then we come back to the house and have a barbecue. And we have a table set out front, and there's a table for kids and there's the table for the parents, which is usually shots, like do a bunch of different types of shots and food for the parents. That's like a big thing in Chicago. You have like the kids candy section and then the adult section where they hand out liquor. I mean, I don't drink, but I see why parents do on Halloween. See, so it's coming together nicely. Again, this is another good way to make arches. This is another good way to make wheels. If you want to make a wheel for a planter, you could always, you know, sand it. Don't, you know, it's when you're going to do that, you put your brad nails here, and on the inside, you wouldn't put them on the end because you want to sand this to make it round. Or when you do put it, make sure they're about an inch down and use 2-inch brad nails to come in. That's all. Hey, Tom. Hey, Wayne. But I don't know if a lot of you do that. What's that? Yeah, it's adult trick-or-treating is what they call it. Hey, Meinhardt's here. What's up, boss? Valhalla's here. He dropped a video too. Check out his new video. We got a lot of events coming up. I'm going to talk to you about them later for the Sawdust for Soldiers event. But I wanted to come on live for my birthday just to do a quick build, talk to you guys, because I miss you guys. Maybe that set up a little faster than I thought. It's a little bit more humid than I thought outside. And again, thank all of you for being so supportive of me, my channel, my family, my friendship. It does mean a lot to me. I don't have a lot of friends for various reasons. Not because of who I am, just because of who I was in my previous life. And I was opened with welcoming arms from everybody here in chat, and kind of saved my life in a way. Not like, you know, I wasn't suicidal, but I was just, you know, play with my kids. I wouldn't go out. The wife would go out. We'd go to friends' houses. I'd sit there and I'd make fun of them because I'm like, dude, nobody cares about your Harley Davidson. When in fact, I like action motorcycles. That was me just being grumpy. I was becoming that grumpy guy that nobody wanted around. I don't like, contrary to popular belief, I grew up with very political military family. Not very political, but a military family, a very Catholic family. And we grew up, I mean, I drank out of the hose, the well water. And my mom, she's like, oh, I knew it was going to give you guys diarrhea. We would just, she goes, I would go out in the morning and make sure that the hose was clear. I'd let it run for about 5 minutes because I knew you guys would be out there drinking out of it. I'm like, you let us drink out of that knowing? She's like, yeah, you'll be fine. You know, we grew up playing in the dirt. We had competitions when we were kids. Who can eat the most M&Ms with dirt on them? I mean, times were different back then. We would go to parks and dominate. We rode our bikes from sun up to sundown. We didn't have phones. We didn't have, I mean, we had video games. Setting up. And, but we didn't play them as much. I didn't even really get into video games until I was probably high school, like 13, 14 years old. We played with Nintendo and Atari and stuff, but it became we were like, this is kind of boring. Let's go outside, man. It's nice outside, especially when we weren't in school. We didn't want to be inside. So again, if you want to make wheels for wagons, this is another way to do that. I explained in my video how to do it. So please watch the video. The link might be below. There's a million things you can do with these type of projects. Not just crafts, you know. You can make a picture frame out of it. I think somebody commented in my section of saying they were going to put a mirror in their bedroom with this type of frame. So it doesn't have to be a spooky wreath if you don't want it to be. But if you're a crafter and you go to craft shows, I recommend building these because people liked them, and nobody else had them at their booth. Everyone had the jack-o'-lanterns. My scrap wood has spider eggs in it. Perfect. It might look like my hand is good there. Hi, Beck. What's going on? Keith's here too. Keith's got a new video coming out soon. So pay attention to his. Oh, but is Bice still here? Because I think Bice, I don't know if Bice was here yesterday when we did his mallet build. John's here as well. Family Beyond Labels. Or no, I don't. Is Family Beyond Labels is here? Oh, he used to work. Oh, Mirror Warehouse. Yeah. Yeah. Got jokes today. So this part is where I usually do the sideways one at the end because it's a lot harder to get in there to angle it. See, ricochet. So I'm going to try and get one in. It's best to come in through the middle and then try to angle it. Watch your fingers. I don't know if any of you have ever had a brad nail through your finger. Oh, there's Bud. We didn't do the mallet build on the live vise. We were just, here, I'll show you. If I could find it. Because I wanted to build the prototype of it, and my bandsaw took a dive. So I didn't get, so it's a mallet that's going to be oval like that, display only. But Keith and them were helping me with it. This was a mallet that I made off of Bice's video, because like I keep saying it, it's my favorite video for mallets. He explains in detail how to do it, and it's understandable. It's, you know, especially for beginner woodworkers. So check out Bice's mallet video on his channel if you want to learn how to do a mallet on a beginner level. He explains it very well. So it's my bandsaw kind of, you could see it, it's not even, so I got to go through and I'm going to grind it down, and it's a work in progress. The handle's still good, but we did a little different handle too, Bice. I cut it down for the wedge, and then I put the hole in here for the pressure. So I didn't do the inlays here like you did, how you cut out the 1/8 of an inch on yours on each side. I was going to do that, but that would be your mallet, so I didn't want to copy it exactly. So it's going to come together. So the last piece here is the hard piece, because that's where you're going to find out if you have to make a new cut or you messed up. Luckily, our shapes are good. There's a little teeny gap, but I'm not overly concerned about it. Hang on. I don't know if I'm allowed to do that. All right, sweet. Yeah, so there's a bunch of things that I'm going to do. Well, not a bunch of things. I'm going to do differently with the mallet. Keith helped me with it. Keith kind of walked me through the steps. Even though your steps were where I needed them to be, I was trying to do it in a hurry, and that was my fault. So he's like, no. I'm like, yeah, but I gotta do this. He's like, yeah, but just do this. And I'm like, oh, okay. He basically just broke it down like you did. I kind of almost missed a step. 2 steps, actually. But that was my fault. And I had my son home yesterday because he starts his new school soon, and he was hesitant to go to his school. So I'm going to tape this. Now, the hard part. This board is twisted. Let's see. Yeah, see. Actually, it's not the board, it's the table I'm on because I'm on my miter stand. Which kind of, or I'm on my, yeah, my mobile miter cart. But the tape works awesome. That's what I forgot to do. See, I'm live. I'm not used to being live, guys. I forgot I was supposed to sand the one. Again, you'll see it in the video to make it butt up evenly. It's whatever. I know the project will be fine. This is where a vise comes into play. Blow out. Yeah. Now, I'm gonna send him to outer space. I know, I'm supposed to save my sawdust so I can sell it and make $1 million. Normally I don't sand it right away, but we're doing it today. This one's for me anyway. Always wear a mask. I mean, I do. Even though I'm outside. I say it in my videos. Keep your lungs healthy. Wood dust, especially cedar, is very toxic to the human body. And it will reject it. And you'll be in trouble. we done 1 minute. Good. I worry about John too, and Val. How you doing? What? What are you guys talking about? 1992? Ah, my bread nail came off. So one of my bread nails came off. Brad nail extractor. Throw it out right away because I know it's going to end up in one of my kids' foot. And that's a trip to the hospital I don't want to have to do. There we go. Same fucking thing. Must be a knot there. There you go, guys. So like I said, you can make wheels with it. You can make a picture frame with it. This is what I'm going to do for a giveaway. I'm going to give away a picture of me like this inside the wheel. My face can be like this. So when you wake up in the morning, you'll be like, fucking Ken. I'm going gonna give one to Sarah for sure. It's gonna be this though. It's gonna be me like this, with a hand and like pointing at her, and then up here it's gonna say, "Get to work." Hey, how you doing, man? Just is it? What did my wife order today?
Yep.
Was this water?
4.
4?
4 what?
Okay. Yeah, just put it on that step right there. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. Ah. The people that drop off like paper towels at Grubhub, you guys, I gotta give them some money. Here you go, boss. Good for you, man. You're welcome. You're welcome. Have a good day. Yeah, we're not, you know, they get tipped on the app, but I always throw them an extra $10 because driving around people's groceries is not fun. And he could use it. Do you need any help? You want me to help you?
No.
Good? Good, good. Okay. All right. All right, so I'm going to burn it. All right, you're welcome. You're welcome. Have a great day. All right. And when I'm done with my torch, I always take it apart. Now, you can sand it. I don't. I just take a rag, a microfiber, and wipe off the soot. In my video I dropped today, I do not do a burn on my wreath that I did in the video. Just because I was making a spookier black wreath. We're going to be making an orange wreath today. So, using my patented, pending, pumpkin orange, semi-transparent color stain. It's Minwax, that's not my company, but the color, the dye lot that I use in it was specifically made for me. Minwax has a color that's just for me. And I'm not special. Literally anybody can go to Minwax and say, hey, I need a color to be like this. And they'll make it and they test it in front of you. And they save it in the computer as your color. So when you go back, so it's not, I'm not like, you know, I'm not Mr. Minwax. It's just a color that I designed and went with. So it's still warm. We're gonna let it cool off a little bit. But this is how it turned out. So you can kind of see when if you're gonna if you're gonna use this for planter wheels to make like maybe a wheelbarrow, or you know, you want to even just the wheel with the planter, like 2 wheels on each side of the planters. If you're a planter maker, a burn, you know, a nice burn goes a long way. But not everybody wants rustic. You know, not everybody wants rustic. So remember that with your clients. I don't always burn everything, because not everybody likes that. You know. Old piece of t-shirt. Not cutting my hand like I did in my video. There's nothing I can do about that. I do have scissors right inside the drawer right there. Why you guys got a knock on me? I'm not so ordinary. If I was ordinary, I'd be using scissors. I'd be using a razor. I would use scissors. Right? Not just my projects are not ordinary. I'm not ordinary. Here's my paint opener. You guys will see that in every video that I'm using this stuff. So this stuff, it's humid out. So one thing I've learned with using Minwax transparent color stains, they dry immediately. And it's remember, it's a paint with stain in it. So it's not like a wood stain. You don't leave it on there and then wipe it off. If you do that, you're going to see marks. You got to wipe it evenly. So I'm going to come in with mine. Shit it up. And if you are doing a burn and you put this stuff on while the wood is still warm, it will dry immediately too, or it's going to bubble. So make sure it cools off if you're going to burn your wood for just a couple of minutes at least. I've had the projects bubble on me. Because you can always go back over it if you want the tints darker. Just make sure you know, long strokes, long deep strokes. Yeah, I know, that's what she said. Thank you, man. Turned 46 today. Technically, my birthday was it's at 11/17 tonight, but so technically, I'm still in the hospital, kicking and punching. I was born during a thunderstorm, so that was God's way of saying, "Here comes the fury." You can tell I'm in the Bible Belt. There's church bells behind me. And another thing I found with this Minwax stuff is that if you do get a smudge mark, if you go back over it with more of the transparent stain, it'll take the smudge away from it. So don't be discouraged if you see a mark in there, like a swirl. If you're going to use Minwax color stains, transparent color stains. You can always go back over it. One second, guys, and I'll read chat. I just want to get this done before the wife gets home with the kids. Now the back I am not going to do this orange, even though I say to match it when you're going to a show. That was one of the things I mentioned earlier, was in one of the questionnaires. They said would like the back finished. So after that one thing, I always finish the back with either with black or with the same color of the project. It looks nicer. You stand out. It's more professional. A lot of people, a lot of crafters don't want to finish the back of their product because it costs money, right? Well, there's a give and give. Quality goes a long way at craft shows, especially when you go to craft shows in the same state. You will realize that you run into the same people. Bice has a lot of crafting experience too as well. So if you have any questions that I can't answer, feel free to ask Bice or go on his channel and ask him. He goes to quite a few of them as well. He always wanted to ride in a combine. What? You talking about how Van was cropping in his combine the other day? Was that yesterday? I think it was yesterday, maybe. It's harvest time, man. He's getting them crops out. Looks like he only did so many acres, though, I think. I don't know. I have to ask him. Gotta talk to Van. Also, you could... I didn't sand the ends because, again, it's a Halloween project. If you want to sand the whole project, go ahead. I'm not. I mean, I do love sanding. I told all you guys that. Sanding is my favorite thing to do in woodworking. Wipe it on, wipe it off. I bet you Keith's not in here anymore, and he's probably in Discord talking. We were talking about Keith on... It's alright. You don't have to hang out very long. Hit the like button for me. Hit the subscribe button for me if you want. I do a lot of cool stuff. I'm willing to help anybody I can. If I don't have the answer to it, I'll direct you in the direction that somebody will. I'm not ashamed to admit that there's a lot of things I don't know. I will direct you to a woodworking channel that will know. I'm here to help people have some fun. Make some projects. Boom. It's my orange. That's how it looks. So now the back I'm going to spray paint black, but I'm going to leave my stains here because I got to make sure I don't hit the inside of it, which again, I don't really care. I didn't sand the back at all. There's marks on it. There's letters on it. Did I just put it on the stain side? Yeah, I did. Look, it's fine. And the reason why I know it's going to be fine is because it's basically dry already. It does take 2 hours. So if you're going to put a finish on it, remember to wait about 2 hours. Again, I explain all that in my video. Please watch it. I think you'll like it. I am different than the can't sell these fast enough guys. I can sell these fast enough, but I don't make $1 million doing it, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I make enough. You know, and I like a lot of the channels that, even if they have that slogan going, you know, I can't make these fast enough, and I can't keep them on the shelf. Really? Because there's nothing in your shop. There's no inventory on the shelves in your shop. So if you're making them that fast and selling them that fast, show me the invoice. I've been to shows. Nobody buys that many of those types of crafts. Stop lying to the woodworking community. But again, I also use those channels as a means to get better at woodworking. They want to market their channel like that to get clicks. I get it. Pass out. Think 3M will sponsor me? I wear enough of their damn masks. How you doing, guys? Good. All right. So the back, front. You see how long you guys saw me do it? I've been live for 53 minutes. And the only reason it took me that long is because I'm talking to you guys and being distracted. What kind of 3M makes it? This is a 3M K9 here. Hang on. Oh, it's going to be backwards. But these are 3M 9205s. They're particulate masks. You can get them at Home Depot. It's like 23 bucks for 10 of them. But KN95s are the best. They seal great to the face. They have a nice snug fit here. You know, they're meant for sanding. They're meant for drywall, smog, pet dander, airborne germs, coronavirus. I plead the fifth. But yeah, this is how it turned out. I don't know what color it is. I'll plead the fifth. But, okay, so now also what we're going to do. Okay, so, right, Keith? I should make... I was gonna make that a drinking game on one of my my YouTube videos. Every time I said okay, so you have to drink. You'd be hammered. You can drink water, I meant. You know, water. You know. Drink water. But I don't know how many okay so's I say. I edit them out. You son of a bitch. No, this just became my woodworking shirt. I just got orange on my favorite Chevy shirt because I'm doing it on this table and I'm not doing it like this on that table. So I just got freaking paint on it. That's alright. Chevy orange, right? Chevy orange. And if you like Ford, well, that's your problem. Honestly, I don't care. But remember when we were younger? That was a big thing. Chevy versus Ford. Boom. What do you got? You got an F-150. You got the S10. Oh yeah. So this, I wanted to bring it out into the light to show you guys. There's some mistakes on it because I haven't fixed it yet with the poly that I put on it. And again, I don't want you guys seeing my address because if you come to my house, oh great. So how do I get back to the live? Oh, there we go. Okay. Show up at my house, there'll be issues. Okay, so here we go. So look at it out in the light now. So what happened was I don't have a dust-free environment. A lot of this is surface dust I can get off, but if you'll notice the white bubbles everywhere. So I have to sand that off and redo the top layer. Plus I nicked it, so that's why wouldn't it happen like that? A little nick right there. But if you look at the wood, I did a stain Kita dye blue hue in with the planter. So it's got a blue tint to it in with the stain. Changing it up, making it different, you know what I mean? This is the same dye that they use to make guitars with. So, Kita dye does this guitar staining. And I figured I'd buy it. And I loaded it with isopropyl alcohol. And you get this. So I stained it with walnut first. Went over it lightly with sandpaper. And then I hit it with the Kita dye in all the unaffected, in the sanded areas. And that's the result I got. So if you want to use Kita dye, honestly, my advice to you is don't. It's a pain in the butt. It looks amazing, but you really have to know what you're doing with those kind of dyes. You know what I mean? And I'm not an expert in Kita dye. I do like how it turned out, and I will use it again. Not for that. But, again, here for the people that didn't see my project. So, honestly, I'm probably, once I hit 250 subs, this is probably going to be my giveaway for 250 subs. I have 3 more of them made for the craft show, but I'll probably give one of these away. Not this one, this is my original. I always keep my prototypes for my kids so that they can have them. And I could see my mistakes. Because I like being flawed. So I expect some of my projects to be flawed. Do you know what I mean? If I need it to be perfect for a customer, I'll make it perfect for a customer. I'm learning how to do all these projects just like everybody else. And a lot of this stuff is not easy. A lot of these YouTubers make all this stuff look easy, and it's not. It definitely takes patience and time. Just making those cuts over and over and over, knowing when your saw is dialed in, when it's not dialed in. I mean, you can hit your miter saw one pull and look at the cut and know, yeah, it's not calibrated correctly. Like, how do you know that? Like, because I make 1,000 cuts on it a day. You know, I could tell that it's off. I'm not at that level. I will be at that level eventually. When I do my infinity tables and my epoxy projects, I just don't feel like doing epoxy projects right now because I'm broke. I got kids. I can't be spending $70 on epoxy for me to mess it up. And another thing with epoxy is if you're I think it turned out really great. If you're using epoxy, you need an environment where it's not going to be dust, and I have dust. Like I don't have an environment to where it will cure correctly. So it turned out great. It smells like the Dickens. That's what he said. But it's in the hole. Be funny. You can't, first of all, let's say that's a rule in show business, right? You can't say be funny and then actually be funny. Everyone knows that the minute you say be funny, it doesn't work like that. There's only a few people that can do that. Okay, so I'm waiting for Teresa to get home. I'm just going to hang out with you guys for a minute. What do you guys think about me doing a horizontal live later for my birthday? Would you guys hang out with that? Should I bother? You know what I mean? I don't want to go too hard. There should be a that's what she said or that's what he said button. And what did Val say? Wish my lives would be this lively when I ignore you guys. I mean, it's not our fault you suck. Your lives are good. Val, the reason why your lives aren't lively is because it's at 4 in the morning, brother. Everyone's asleep. What you do in your lives is amazing, dude. That work you do is amazing. Your cutting boards are fantastic, dude. It's just a late night stream. I mean, even when I'm in Discord hanging out with friends, I fell asleep snoring on Discord multiple times. I've had to call my phone to wake me up because I'm literally like laying on my couch like this, looking at the Discord, and I fell asleep, and I'm just snoring. Or they'll put me in the hot box, and then they call me, and I'll hear the phone, and I'll wake up. It's happened a bunch of times. Eric's almost asleep right now. Well, that's not my fault. I built the project in less than 40 minutes. Again, Minwax color stain with a light burn. Can you imagine if you did a planter for Halloween? A square planter with wheels on it with this color. And then once... Wait, I mean, look at the leaves. Look at the sheen it leaves on it now, and that's just the stain. So once you hit it with the polyurethane or the clear, it pops even more. Todd's here. Hey, Todd. Yeah, hopefully Val's still in here and he didn't leave. He knows I'm joking with him. He's an amazing woodworker. He makes really awesome cutting boards and really awesome cheese boards and charcuterie boards. I definitely couldn't do it. So hopefully you guys like that. Again, I'm going to be doing the giveaway of the maple. For people that just came in, I'm going to be giving away a maple standard MLB size flag that I made. All made out of maple. The only thing that's not maple is that there's pieces of wood in the back. And again, this is my first project, so I didn't finish the back, but see there's wood in the back there. But it's all made out of maple, standard MLB, and I'm going to be giving this away. There's a bunch of things I'm going to be giving away for free. You guys don't got to pay me for it. I'll probably give away some of my Halloween projects for free. You know, if it's easy to ship, not a problem. I can run it over to UPS, FedEx, or USPS and get it to you in a few days. I mean, to ship that would probably cost me $20-something. Not a big deal. The amount of experience I've gotten from Todd from Finding Me, Keith, Brewer Woodworks, Not Your Average John Woodworks, Fox, Fearless, you know, it's the only way I can give back is to, you know, show you guys appreciation for coming in, hanging out with me when you don't need to. You have other things you could be doing right now, so I appreciate it. Love you guys, and you know, I really appreciate you hanging out with me. It means the world to me. And you guys, and oh, Benner's is still here. Did you guys want to? Hang on, let me. Sorry, oh, Val's still here. I thought he left. Yeah, my witches turned out great. That's gonna be in the next video. And then we're gonna be doing a picket fence build. Also, my next live that I dropped, that was my first video, a spooky video I did, was my spooky picket fence. And that was, the spooky picket fence was my bestseller last year. I sold like 40 something of them. And again, I don't do craft shows every weekend. There's people that go gun ho with them. I do them frequently, but not every weekend. If I did them every weekend, that would be awesome. I just don't have the time with my family, you know. So I have everything drawn out for the pickets, for the fence build. You guys watched my video. I'm gonna build a couple of these. I'm gonna finish the mallet. But I wanted to come on today for my birthday, just to do a birthday stream. Oh, sorry. I wanted to come on for my birthday and do a birthday stream. Hang out with my friends, because I consider you guys friends and family. You guys can post, you know, post your links if you need to. You know, put Finding Me's link in there, Val's link, Eric's link. Put everybody's links if you guys want. Support each other. Remember, we gotta stick together. What are you guys talking about? Pop? What about Pop? What about Pop? Oh, you guys call it soda. It's not my fault, you're weird. Soda pop. Here in the north, we call it soda pop. Also, aside from me giving away the American flag thing, I am going to give away a hammer. So it's not a mallet. So I'll be giving this away. And again, you can see how big it is based on it's standard MLB size. So if you're in my live, the next live, it's free. You just mention your name in the chat, and I'll put your name on the wheel, and whoever wins it, wins it. This way there's not 50 of one person's name. Nobody feels left out, you know what I mean? But I'm going to be giving away a wooden, it's a novelty. I mean, you could try to use it, but it's going to be a wooden hammer that I made. I'm not going to show you the prototype because I'm still filming it. And I'm not the first one to do it, so don't think that I originated it. It's been done, but it's a wooden hammer, and it's a novelty item. So it's going to be a regular, standard hammer, but made out of walnut and oak. That's going to be a giveaway. And hopefully you guys will stick around for that too as well. But Teresa will be home in a minute. I think BB's going live soon, you know. Does anybody have any questions about the build? Or any other questions about anything? Yeah, I just turned. Wait. Today is my youngest son's birthday as well. He's 43. Nice. 43. I just turned 46 today. 46 today, Ray. So we share the best birthday ever. Today was the day that the Declaration of Independence was finalized, so it's technically our Independence Day. And it's a historical day for everybody, I think. Did anybody post any freaking chats or any? Well, I know it's a vertical live, but you could still post people's channels. So whoever is new, you got to check out Eric Makes' channel. Check out Chefy J's. 100% go to finding me. Todd is one of the reasons why I'm woodworking. You know, they're up here. You know, I can only hope to be on their levels one day. I'm just glad that they hang out with us little guys, because technically we're the kind of like their students. For me, like Daniel from Bearded Viking, Eric Roten, all those guys. I feel like, you know, that's the master and I'm the Padawan, you know? Yeah, I just did a Star Wars reference. Say something about it. I don't watch Star Trek. It's lame. No, I'm joking. So, another thing, if you like Star Trek, people don't realize that Lucille Ball was like the writer for that. She's the reason that Star Trek became Star Trek. If I can, man, I really wish I could show you guys some of the some of the other projects. And I wish you guys could help me dial in my jointer, because I struggle to try to get it dialed in. It makes propellers. It's narrow on Highback told me that I'm pushing on the back end. And so when I'm sending my piece through, he said, you know, if this is the blade here, he's like, don't push on the back end, push on this end, because I was pushing pressure on both sides as I'm going through it. I would do it this way, kind of, just doing it for the video. And I was putting pressure down, and he said that's why, because what you're doing is it's tilting, and it's just going to keep tilting, so the cut is just going to keep going like this. And then that's where you're getting, you know, does that check out? You got to push on the end that's already past the blade and guide it through. Because I did that and it still wasn't 100% aligned. So I don't know if the blades are out of alignment. I know that there's a way to get the blades in alignment. There's a couple of videos that do that. Hopefully, if it's one of your videos, guys, let me know. Any of you have any videos where you can align jointer blades? Sorry, I got destroyed by mosquitoes last night. Yeah, I mean, Todd, I don't have Todd, if you saw my jointer, it's not, I mean, minus the garage that I'm in. I should have Todd do a finding me in my garage. You'd have to find me in my garage without a mess everywhere. Look at it. I mean, this is my 4.5-inch jointer. She's a beaut. She's a beaut, Clark. You know, I got it for $40, 30 or $40 on Marketplace, which, you know, if you're going to buy a jointer, Marketplace is probably not the ideal place, but it was an older woodworker. He gave me, it was actually the same guy that gave me my Stanleys, which I didn't realize it till later, but he gave me 3 of these, you know, 3 of these oldies for $30 too. So I got 3 blades for $30, 3 planers for $30, and 3 blades. All of it was $30, Well, it was $30 for these and the 3 blades, and then the jointer. So $60 for everything. And I haven't used them yet because they need to be cleaned and dialed in. And I still have to. These, the pipe clamps and the Jorgensens I got for the guy gave them to me for $30. He's an idiot. So I'm just waiting for Teresa to get home, hanging out with you guys. So if you weren't here and you just tuned in, we made a orange wreath today. It was a. I dropped my video today, so check out my video at Not So Ordinary Woodworks. I show you how to make a spooky wreath, how to decorate it. This is what we made today. That's my prototype. Don't be copying my designs. It's patented. Anyway. And then you decorate it for Halloween. If you want to make them at your craft shows, you can. I flipped it over. I just spray painted it black for now. You know, I'm going to hit it with one more coat of black as soon as this kind of sets in. It's very humid by me, so. And then I did a burn around it. And then I'll put decorations on it, and then I just hang it on the door. So, oh yeah. You'll see in the video. It's important to stay within 6 to 8 inches. 6 inches, a 6-inch wheel or wreath is too little. 7 is the sweet spot. 7's where you need to be. 8 is pretty big. So if this is an 8-inch wreath, and the 8 inches is from point to point, 22.5 degree cuts, 8 inches from point to point. I stay in the 7-inch point to point mark. That's where my wreaths do the best, because you have to factor in the size of the door and the amount of stuff gap that there is here. I find that the 8-inch one, I have stuff for it, but it's very hard to fill in a gap that big. That's why I go with 7 inches. The 7-inch hole is smaller, obviously, and it allows you to be able to put more decorations on it, and it doesn't look overly exaggerated. Yeah, so Todd, that orange. So I went to Minwax, and this is a custom color of mine. And I mean, anyone can get a custom color, like I said before, but it's a light burn. So another thing you can do is you could spray paint it black. You could sand it heavy, spray paint it black, which I've done, and then sand the black with like a 60 or 80 grit, teetering the sander. I have a video on that, teetering the sander, and then you come back and hit it with the orange, and it looks really cool. I have a bunch of like Halloween techniques I'll show you guys. But this orange is just this orange is just this. That's it. I use it for all my projects. It's a water-based premium, which is good. I do not, when I'm using those stains, I do not use a pre-stain conditioner on that type of semi-transparent stain. I wouldn't. On my other stains, I do. On my penetrating stains, I do. I always put a wood conditioner on. Like this project, I did. I put pre-stain on all of this. I use a lot of pre-stain, but I'm able to get a lot of unique textures out of pre-stain. You know, like I'm able to. Another one of my videos, I show how to do this too. I made a spooky fence, and I show you how to get like a 3D effect using 3 paints, spray paints, aerosols. I don't have an airbrush. As cool as that would be, I don't have the room, and I don't have the money for stuff like that. So, and you have to really know what you're doing if you're going to airbrush. It's an art. And there's a cuckoo clock. That's another thing I wanted to make, is a cuckoo clock. You know, making it happen, as Todd would say, getting stuck in the grind. Just try to do one project each day. I try to finish as many as I can. And God willing, people like it, come back and they watch some more. What is the money thing you speak of? Money thing. What's that, Meinhardt? What money thing? Sorry, I got to do one of those, guys. My eyes. Okay, fearless. And the cleanup sucks. Yeah, and you're right, Todd. The cleanup's terrible on it. Don't go take a long walk off a short pier. What are you guys doing? Are you guys fighting in chat? Do you guys have to be timed out? Don, do you hear what Don? Oh, yeah. I like this not channel better. You guys are starting already. But hopefully you guys videos should be coming out soon. Again, nobody's posted links because I know it's a vertical, and posting a link in a vertical it's terrible. But hit the like button, guys. Tap the screen. Promote my channel as best you can, guys. I really would like to do this full time. I have a million ideas going on in my head, and I'm stuck working jobs I don't want to work because I just don't have the time to do woodworking and maintain my family life. You know what I mean? My kids come first. I'll sell everything in this damn garage if it comes down to my children. My children come first. So I work 3 jobs. I'm retired from the military. I made a candle for John. I like it. Technically, my kids made that. Not for me. Oh. Yeah, but I work non-stop like a dog. 6 days, 7 days a week. Fridays and Saturdays I work 16-hour days. So I work 32 hours in 2 days. Some people work 40 hours a week. I wish. I don't remember the last time I was under 60. Any of you guys have problems with somebody said that they changed the Titebond 3 formula. Has anybody had any issues with that? There's been a lot of people saying, oh, they changed the formula on it now. It's not the same. It doesn't bond as good. Anyone hear that? That Titebond 3 changed their formula? It seems waterier. It used to be pastier, and maybe it's because it's in my garage and I'm not in a 100% controlled environment, but it seems just very watery, like they diluted it. Its cure time feels like it's a little longer now too. The half an hour that some people will use, I don't. I go at least 12 hours, but it's super thin now when it goes on. And it seems to absorb quick. It's like they watered it down. And it even says on here, persona durante al menos 3 minutos, application tensiones de uniones. I don't know Spanish. So I can't read it. Oh, surfaces must be clean and dry, joints fixed. Do not stress the joint for 24 hours. Remove excess wet glue to clean 30 minutes minimum. But I think they changed it. Don't knock my Spanish. I wasn't even Spanish. I was just rambling. Teresa's home with my Portillo's. For those of you that don't know what Portillo's is, it's a beef sandwich place. Don't clip that. I'm just gonna stand here so I don't make any weird hand gestures and. You did? Nice. We'll go inside, wash your hands, let's get ready for dinner. Kids are home from school. Thank you, buddy. You got me a balloon and a cake? Awesome. Don't go by that log, okay? So one of the logs I had out front of my house, out of nowhere, poison oak all over it. I sprayed it a million times. What'd you do? Oh, my balloon flew away. So the kids, well, the one just threw something at the other one's head. But they were playing with the balloon handle, and Teresa went to take it out of the car right now, and it flew away. So there goes my balloon. You guys might see it. If you see a floating happy birthday balloon in your seat, that's mine. Try to grab it for me. Are you guys just doing gay jokes? It seems like that's what... Yeah, I know. It's okay. Go inside and wash your hands, please. Thank you, buddy. Yeah, so I'm gonna be jumping off here anyways. I think what did you guys say about should I go live later tonight as a horizontal so we can hang out? And I can do that a giveaway, or should I just skip it and roll it like Thursday night? What do you guys think? Well, I don't know. I don't know if I should go live twice in one day. I'm gonna make Todd my mod only, and then he's just gonna regulate you guys in chat. So you guys can't just sit there and make jokes. Who's timing who out? Yeah, no, I'm gonna like he said, I'm gonna probably hang out with the kids. We'll probably eat our dinner. I'm gonna take them to the park. We're gonna do some zip lines, some spider wall climbing, and then my other son likes to bring his dinosaurs to the park. And
I can't see the blue.
well, that's because it's in Texas now. Yeah, you guys were messing with the string.
I was not.
Oh well, somebody was, but it flew away.
Right.
Yeah, it's on its way to Texas. Where is Texas? It's
over there?
yeah, it's over there. Yeah.
That's gonna go in the plant. That's gonna go up there.
Should it go into an airplane? I hope not. Then you guys will be responsible for that. My fingerprints aren't on it.
It's gonna go into space.
But no, it won't go all the way to space.
Why?
Well, I'll explain how gases in the atmosphere work later when you're not 6 years old. So, yeah. All right.
Dad, I took a good nap on my school.
You took a good nap? That's cool. All right, guys. Thanks you for coming in. I hope you enjoyed the quick wreath build. I'm going to do the fence build. Please watch out the latest video. If you can, hit the like button for me, guys. It helps the channel. Hit the subscribe button. I'm going to be probably giving away one of these American flags. I'm going to probably give away... I might give away some Halloween stuff. I don't know. Maybe. That's kind of... Not everybody likes Halloween, so I probably won't. But I'll probably be giving away one of these for sure. If not, one of the American flag crosses that I made, also made out of maple. I'm going to be giving away a wooden, one-of-a-kind hammer. And yeah, I'll think of other stuff, but I gotta get this stuff cleaned up. But I appreciate you guys coming in. Love all you guys. I'll see you later. Thanks for joining me on my birthday. If I go live later tonight, I'll let you guys know. Probably not though, just because, you know, I want to hang out with the kids. But if it's at a certain time, I'll go live again and we'll hang out. I'll be doing the giveaway again. All you have to do is come into the chat, put your name in the chat, and you'll go on a wheel and you'll get something for free. I'm not going to be doing the interface or the DJI Mic Mini today, obviously. It's going to be one of those projects. So, like it, subscribe to me, come to the Horizontal Live, and we'll have some fun there. See you guys. Appreciate you all. Peace.